I'm on the road again.
Come on, Helen.
And ready for more grand tours around our beautiful country.
Hello.
I'll never forget my childhood holidays spent in the family camper van.
It was a really happy time for all of us.
So I'm back with my own set of wheels. Named after one of my favourite people.
I'd like you to say hello to my wonderful camper van, Helen Mirren.
She's the perfect travelling companion.
Let's pack this away.
For a great adventure.
It's a pole dancing.
Round the length and breadth of Britain.
It's just wonderful.
To find beautiful places that are out of this world.
You can see for miles.
It's an action-packed journey to the most amazing locations.
In my head, I'm on a giant lily pad.
So buckle up and join me on my grand days out.
Off with your head!
This time, I'm making my mark on home turf.
Nice. That's it.
Exploring the Scottish glens.
That's absolutely stunning out there. That is beautiful.
But it's a grand day out with a difference.
It's like I've got my own motorcade, like the President of the United States. Eyes on POTUS.
As I find new experiences
Left, right, left.
in familiar territory.
Oh my God!
I'm beginning my journey on the stunning shores of Loch Ness.
Helen and I are back in Scotland again. Couldn't be happier. Because I love showing off how beautiful Scotland is. To everybody, to anyone who'll listen. So we're off on a wee adventure.
Time to get my bearings.
Now, to plan the journey, I've got a map, obviously. And what I've decided to do, for some unknown reason, given it's quite breezy, is to bring a map of the entire country. So, it's as big as me. Right, it's fine. So, I'm here in Fort Augustus. And what I'm wanting to do... I've been to this area before, but the way I'm treating it is kind of a bucket list trip. So I'm going to try and do things I haven't done before, but I've always wanted to do.
From here in Fort Augustus, I'm going to head down to Fort William, wind my way to Aberfeldy, and end my journey in iconic Glencoe.
The rest of the time, I'm just going to pootle about and see what happens. You know, some of the best adventures happen when you just have a pootle round places. I'm now going to fold the map up. OK. I'm not deliberately doing this badly. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. OK, what we'll do is we'll do that in a minute. It's like I'm in a parade.
I'd like to reassure viewers that no maps were harmed in the making of that scene. Clearly, there's a lot of miles for Helen to cover, and I think she could use a little pampering first.
People ask me a lot of questions about Helen, because she's quite an obvious fan. Has she got a toilet in her? No, she does not. Is she comfortable? At times, I would say. Not constantly. But I've got a wee treat for her. Helen.
As if it could be anyone else. We're starting off 15 miles south in Loch, where I'd say the scenery deserves a better view than from Helen's windscreen. I'm bagging a prime position on the shores of Loch Lochy. Yes, you heard that right. Loch Lochy. So good, they named it twice.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, tell me, is there anywhere I can go around here for a wee wander? Is there somewhere nice to go to?
We have a very nice pebble beach, like 100 meters from here. You can go for a nice walk.
For a walk?
Absolutely, yes.
Brilliant.
Thank you so
See you again
much.
soon.
Bye.
Thank you,
See
darling.
around.
And I always make a point of taking local advice.
So beautiful around here. Very tranquil.
Actually, hold that thought.
There's a fella on the beach, and I think he's throwing axes. This is one of those situations, it's like a choose-your-own-adventure book. Do I go and speak to the man with the axes, or do I carry on?
I'm going to speak to the man with the axes.
Hi there.
Hello.
I'm Susan.
How you doing? I'm Wooden Tom.
Wooden Tom.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I saw you throwing axes. I've always quite fancied doing it.
Yeah.
You were doing it with quite an easy... Is that the key to it?
You've picked up on the thing I have to tell, well, to stereotype pretty much every man that throws. He tries to really welly it, like
Right.
really be macho. And what happens then, the axe spins a bit too much and it ends up hitting the top rather than the blade.
So, with a quick lesson from Wooden Tom,
Right?
So it's all one fluid motion, like that. Easy.
Easy peasy.
it's my turn.
So toes up against the line.
Oh, toes up against the
And
line.
it's a set distance for the axe to revolve once in the air
Okay.
and hit the target.
OK, no problem at all.
This would also be a good time to say, don't try this without an expert by your side.
Needs to go a bit higher, doesn't it?
Nice. That's it. That's it. Good
Okay.
work. Nice. There we go. You're natural.
2 out of 3 is not bad for a first attempt, but I want full marks.
I'm imagining Claire Balding in the studio commentating on this for the Olympic gold medal. Now here's Susan Calman from Glasgow. She only took up the sport at the age of 46.
That's it. Come on, three.
No,
Come on.
no. Oh!
Yes.
I
Well
was going
done.
for the middle and then I kind of went, oh, I lost my mind of it.
Not really what you want to hear from someone throwing axes.
I now have a sense of zen calm after throwing an axe.
Yeah.
Who knew? Thank you so much, though, Tom.
you're most
It's been
welcome.
a pleasure. See you later on.
Bye-bye.
That was such a lot of fun. I've wanted to do axe throwing for years. Tom was an incredible teacher. I absolutely loved it. And I was surprisingly good at it for a first shot. And we all know what that means, don't we? The Olympics. Here we come. Prepare yourself, Claire Balding. Gold medalist right here.
I'm on a grand day out in my homeland, Scotland, and heading for the Scottish Glens. On this leg of my journey, I'm travelling to the small village of Bonnavie, just 4 miles north of Fort William.
The weather today has done something very beautiful. It started off looking like it was going to be an autumnal feel, and it's now boiling. That's why one must always keep one's swimming costume on under one's clothing, just in case it gets very warm.
Although a swimming costume may be a little too much, as I'm stopping off for a walk along a stretch of the Caledonian Canal. But this isn't just any old walk.
What I'm able to do just now is something called Gongoozling. Now, Gongoozling is where you watch a canal, not just the canal, but everything that happens on the canal. Even if there's no boats, even if there's nothing happening, you're just enjoying the canal. I have gone Gongoozling, if you will. And I've always wanted to gongoozle, but I've never done it. So while I'm here, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go that way, and I'm going to gongoozle. No, I can't stop saying it. Say it with me. Gongoozle. Gongoozle.
And if you're looking to gongoozle, how about this? Neptune's Staircase, a flight of 8 locks that connect the Caledonian Canal from Inverness on the east coast to the west coast near Fort William. Constructed by Thomas Telford between 1803 and 1822, it's the longest staircase lock in Scotland. It's perfect viewing conditions.
I'm gongoozling.
There, I've said it again.
Hi. Nice to see you. Hiya. Hi. Hogwarts. What house are you?
Gryffindor?
Me too. Best house. I'm actually Slytherin, but I don't like to tell people because they'll judge me.
I dare say my fellow gongoozlers wouldn't have minded.
There's 4 people, shall we see if they wave? Hello? Nothing. Nothing. There were 4 young girls, probably on the TikTok. They don't know I'm on the TikTok. I can do the dances.
But enough of this dance distraction. I'm travelling 20 miles south to iconic Glencoe. Because you can't come to this part of the world.
That's absolutely stunning out there. That is beautiful. My goodness.
Without a driving trip through the magnificent Glencoe Valley. It's one of the UK's most scenic drives, so I'm making a pit stop to check the best route.
Where I am. So here I am at Glencoe. And where we are.
Hello
Hiya.
there.
Hi.
Can we help you? Are you lost?
No, I'm not lost.
But I am always ready to meet new people.
Hiya.
Hello.
I'm Susan, by the way. What's your name?
I'm George.
George.
I'm Stuart.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
I take it some of these are your beautiful bikes, is that right?
Oh, only one of them's mine and
One of
one's
them?
his.
Yeah, one's mine.
They're
yeah.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
Stuart Willocks and George Maguire run Thunder in the Glens, an annual rally for over 3,000 Harley-Davidson bike enthusiasts that's been running since 1997.
Why is it this part of Scotland in particular is great for biking?
Well, I guess it's just the roads, you know, they're so twisty, windy today, particularly with the weather and the way the sun catches the hills. It's amazing.
And it doesn't matter how much you go back to some of these places, they're always slightly different every single time.
But equally, the part of it is it brings other people here, so you can share the experience of enjoying it and then hopefully pass that on to others.
Now, you've got very attractive vehicles. What do you think of Helen Mirren?
Yes, I've always liked Helen Mirren.
We've got something in common immediately.
Yeah.
It's noticeable.
Yeah,
It's different, it's unique. And
absolutely.
it tells people something about yourself.
Plus, we like the colour, because obviously that's Harley-Davidson orange there as well.
Yeah, that's why I did it. Now, Helen has been known to get to speeds of around 40 to 41 miles an hour.
We would struggle to keep up with you. We like to see the scenery.
I know it sounds like I'm trying to be the queen like Helen Mirren, but is it possible I could have a biked escort through Glencoe?
Perfect.
Brilliant, okay.
Let's get saddled up.
Let's get... It's quite exciting. Right, and we'll get going.
Don't go too fast.
I won't go too fast, I promise I
Okay,
won't.
right.
I promise.
OK, guys, let's saddle up. Let's get ready. Thank you.
If the teenage me could see this, I'm joining a biker gang with Helen Mirren.
Hey, here we go. Exciting. I don't think we're quite making enough noise, that's the only thing. It's quite dramatic, this, actually. It's like I've got my own motorcade, like the President of the United States. Eyes on POTUS, eyes on POTUS. This is pretty impressive. Riding through Glencoe with a biker gang, leading the way.
And the only thing more impressive is the view.
It's the Fast and the Furious, my version. The moderately slow and slightly annoyed. To make a low-key entrance to wherever I go, and I think in a bright orange campervan with some bikers in front, I think that is discreet. When I was in the car park earlier on, someone asked to take a picture of Helen, and it was the most beautifully I'm on a Scottish holiday moment happened, because the woman, bless her, turned her face to one side and said, "Make sure you get my midgie bites." And I was like, see, it's like a trophy when you come back from Scotland, how many midgie bites you've got in your face.
Now I've toured the roads of Glencoe in style, I'm taking a short drive along Loch to experience it in a very different way. And it's something I've always wanted to check off my bucket list.
Hiya.
Hi, Susan. How you doing? I'm Brian.
Ryan,
Yes.
it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, you too. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
I'm here for a powerboat lesson, which sounds amazing.
Sure are.
You're the fella, aren't you?
I sure am.
I've been a passenger in a powerboat before, but this will be the first time I get to drive one.
Okay, this looks like is this a good day for it? Because
This is a phenomenal day for being driving a
there's
powerboat.
not a wave out there at all. And where we're going to be heading, that
We're
way?
going to be heading out this way into Loch.
I'll follow you.
Well, I'll be driving, so let's hope that's what happens.
Okay, Ryan, explain to me how to drive this powerboat.
Right, so the engine's on,
Yep,
and now what we're going to do is start making the boat move.
okay.
The further we push the throttle, the more revs applied to the engine, so the faster the boat will go.
Right. You're going to be right beside me, though, Ryan.
I'm going to be right beside you, making sure you stay safe.
What we're going to do is... we're just going to go for it.
What can I say? I'm a keen student.
Now, in terms of standing and sitting, that's up to you.
Uh-huh.
You can stand, you can sit, wherever you
I
feel
mean,
most
it's almost the
comfortable.
same thing for me, Ryan. Whether I'm standing or sitting, it's exactly the same. Right? Okay, so, shall we?
So just gradually start putting a little bit of speed on. A little bit more. Good.
This is me putting the power into powerboating.
This is brilliant!
For the moment, you did about 8 miles an hour.
8 miles an hour!
8 miles an hour.
I've obviously been driving Helen for too long. Time to give it some welly.
Good. Right, we'll gradually keep putting a bit more power on then. Keep gradually going. Keep gradually going. Keep gradually going. There we go.
Oh my God!
The boat's going to start rising and go a bit faster.
This is more like it.
Good, we'll put a little bit more power on.
More!
More.
Oh my God!
You can go faster if you'd like.
Ah!
Keep going, keep going. Good. How's that?
Great!
Fantastic.
Oh God! Woo!
I can safely say this is a first for me.
That's about 26 knots we're doing, which is about 30 miles an hour.
Oh my goodness!
There you
It's
are.
great fun!
It is good fun.
Oh
With my confidence growing, I fancy showing off some moves.
my God!
This is my version of what I think the youngsters call a donut.
Is that okay?
Absolutely excellent.
Ah! Ah! Straighten up. Okay. Oh no! Oh my God! Oh my God! Ah! Oh my God!
That's a gentle right hand side now.
Nice and smooth. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm gonna pull back now.
How was that?
That was very exciting.
Good, isn't it?
That was pretty incredible doing donuts in the Loch. It's one of the most thrilling things I've ever done in my entire life. I'm usually quite frightened of these things, but that was brilliant. So thank you very much, Ryan.
No problem.
I'm buying myself one of these secondhand because I am now an absolute powerboat aficionado. Shall we, Ryan?
Push your head off.
Let's do it.
I'm sure Ryan's family will want him back eventually, but in the meantime, if anyone needs me, I'll be out on the Loch. I'm having a grand day out in the Scottish Glens, discovering new experiences on old ground.
So I've been driving around for a wee while and, I'm getting a bit peckish. It's around about 12:30. Perfect time for a bit of lunch. In fact, the only time for a bit of lunch. In my family, we're very regimented. Breakfast is at 7:30 or earlier. Lunch at 12:30, dinner at 6. 6 o'clock. And that's how I still live my life. And sometimes my better half, she'll say things like, oh, should we just wander around and see if we can find somewhere to eat? And it's nearly led to a divorce on several occasions. Book it, turn up, eat it, go home, bed. It's not spontaneous, but it's organised. And sometimes organisation can be fun.
But rules are meant to be broken, and on this trip I'm making an exception and embracing the chaos. It's 12:45. I'm heading to Loch where I've been told there's a rather fancy restaurant, and I'm ready for some fine dining.
Hiya,
Afternoon.
I'm Susan.
How you doing, Susan? Tom.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to Monocle.
Thank you. I was hoping to get a bit of lunch. Can you help me?
Well, you come to the right place.
Yes.
But there are mushrooms out at the moment. If you fancy a quick walk, we can go and pick some.
Mushrooms for lunch? That sounds quite nice.
Mushrooms on toast. My name backwards.
Mushrooms.
MOT, Tom.
Chef Tom Lewis specialises in foraging for food to use in his restaurant.
This way?
Go for it.
Let's go.
Well, if I must forage for my own lunch, I can't think of a better place. And it should work up an appetite.
So, Tom, we've scrambled up a hill. It's very beautiful round
Not
here.
bad.
But what kind of mushrooms are we looking for?
So today, chanterelles.
Yep. So, is this the perfect place for them to grow? This kind of slightly shady?
Yeah, I mean, look, everybody knows their spots. You know,
Right.
that's it. So, you know, when I was a kid, we picked them because we wanted them for tea. Now with the restaurant I'm cooking, it's fashionable.
Right.
You know?
Chanterelles up that way?
Now, what we're going to do, we're just going to walk up to the burn side here.
Fashionable it may be, but it can also be dangerous if you pick the wrong type. So, go with someone who knows their mushrooms, and if they happen to be a top chef, bonus.
So I'm looking in the moss for a flash of orange, the chanterelles. It's really quite lovely, actually, because it's so beautiful here. And at the same time, we're looking for something for lunch, combining two gorgeous things. Beautiful Scottish scenery and mushrooms. And I like it a lot because I'm a fun guy. You knew it was going to happen eventually, didn't you? I'm a fun guy. Sorry.
If you'd like to complain about that joke, you can leave a message on the answer phone, but keep it brief, there's not mush room. While I get that out of my system, Tom is fearlessly foraging for my lunch.
Right, a bit over here.
And I finally made a mushroom spot of my own.
Tom, I think I found some of the chanterelles. Are these right?
I'll be right there. Hold on.
So I think this is the right ones here, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, but look at that. Got your eye in?
What a basket of mushrooms!
I know.
It looks spectacular.
We've done well considering how dry it's been.
Absolutely. Is that enough for lunch, though?
Plenty.
Time for lunch, then. Come on, let's go back.
Come on.
Cook me lunch, Tom.
Tom may be the better forager, but I have other skills.
It's a pole dancing. Coming, Tom.
See what happens when I eat late?
Work your magic, Tom. I am in your restaurant now. I am waiting my lunch.
That's it,
Can I
right.
ask their name? What's the name of the dog?
Oh, dog is Rose, and
Rose.
she's no Rose. She's not very pretty, but she's pretty loyal.
I think Rose is beautiful.
Oh, Rose, what do we think? Yeah, OK, so in we go. We're just going to toast this bread off. Got a bit of garlic here. Just give
How much garlic are you putting in, Tom?
Just enough that...
Just enough that everyone will stay away from me.
That's it. I mean, you need enough so you know you've had it, you know?
And everyone else does as well.
But garlic's good for you. If we all ate it, we'd all be OK.
But listen, I love garlic. I absolutely love garlic.
So, a little bit more butter.
More butter. There's never a situation where the phrase more butter is not welcome.
We're just going to put the tiniest squeeze of lemon in.
Wee citrus left.
There we go.
Beautiful.
And then we've got some fantastic creme fraiche. Susan,
Yeah.
here we go. A little bit of dirt there, just take that away.
Thank you very much indeed. Let me try my mushrooms on toast. It smells delicious. You can really smell the garlic. Sometimes food is so good, you don't need to describe it. You just need to look at the eyebrow.
Scotland's bounty, expertly cooked by Tom.
Oh, it's delicious.
An utter treat any time of the day. Back on the road with Helen, and I'm taking in all the gorgeous scenery.
Oh, it's bin day, everyone. It's bin day.
Nothing gets past me.
Do you know, once, it was the summer and my bins were really bad and trying to clean the bin. And I went out and I didn't have a face mask. So I put a sports bra over my face. And I was at the bottom of the driveway trying to wash out the bin, and the postman arrived. And it was just so wonderfully understated because neither of us mentioned the fact I had a sports bra wrapped around my face. Handed me the post and walks on.
And speaking of odd sightings, I've been tipped off about some mysterious goings-on in a castle 40 miles northeast in Aberfeldy.
Scotland is a country that's full of myths and legends and stories, particularly ghost stories and spooky happenings and things that go bump in the night. And I cannot come here without booking myself into something that'll hopefully give me goosebumps. In a frightening way. Not just because I'm chilly. I'll have a jacket on.
I'm headed to Castle Meingie, the seat of the chief of clans reaching back over 500 years. And it's putting me in mind of one of my favourite detective cartoons. Yes, the Mystery Machine and Helen are kindred spirits. I wonder if there are any janitors in disguise on this ghost tour.
Hi there.
Hiya.
I'm here for my spooky tour of Castle Meingie. I'm Susan, by the way. What's your name?
I'm Lynn.
Lynn?
Gary.
Nice to meet you. I'm quite excited. Little bit trepidatious. So you're going to tell me some spooky tales. Is there anything else that I need?
Well, I was wondering if you fancy doing a spot of ghost hunting.
Excuse me, yes. I don't know what happened there. I do. It's funny, my mind said no and my mouth said yes, I would. What's this?
So this is an EMF meter. If
Right.
you press the big button in the middle of it,
Can I try it just now?
if you tap it, it'll sometimes react. But basically, it only reacts to electromagnetic activity, which some people believe is caused by spirits.
OK. So if this starts...
If it starts going off, then you know that there's somebody coming to say hi. It's not us.
So, OK. Let's go and see what's going on then. I'll follow you. OK. Absolutely fine. No problem at all.
Of course, I know anything from mobile phones to power lines can set off an EMF meter. But that doesn't stop the castle feeling, well, a little creepy.
OK. So where are we just now?
We're in the kitchen, the oldest part of the castle. And it's quite active. The spirit in the kitchen is an older woman. We think she was perhaps a cook at one time in the castle. And she's very friendly. She keeps us safe from the entities next door in the 3 vaulted rooms. They're quite vicious, quite nasty.
OK, see, now what you're doing there is you're ramping it up. I was feeling good, and you said something.
Well, Lynn and Gary certainly know how to create an atmosphere. I'm not saying there's any actual ghosts, but I'm certainly getting actual shivers.
Shall we move on to the next room?
OK.
OK, I'll follow you.
me. Just watch your head.
I don't need to watch my head, but thanks for the warning. Literally look at me walking straight through the door.
I actually envy you, so don't worry.
I don't envy me. It's easy to get spooked out in a place like this and start imagining all kinds of things.
So, tell me about this room. This feels a little bit more...
Sinister.
Yes, it does. What's the story in here?
The story is that the area was occupied by Redcoat government soldiers, and 3 or 4 of the soldiers attacked the chief's daughter. So the chief got his henchmen to go and bring them to the castle. They were killed, and quite horrifically. And these men are seen often down here. They're quite vindictive. Women feel uncomfortable in here. They feel as though there's somebody behind them. We've had women...
Can you just stop for a second there? I've got a really cold back.
Right, that's...
I've got a really cold back.
Try putting your EMF meter around behind you and see if it's...
That's common. That's felt a lot by people on their tours down here.
I've got a really hot face and a really cold back.
Well, I guess someone must have left a window open.
I'm losing the ability to speak. I'm fine, but I'm... Shall we go to the next... Shall we go to the next room? Yes. I'll follow you. OK? No problem. Why do I keep saying no problem?
I doubt it'll be any less creepy at our last stop. But then, what better spot for a final ghost story than the attic?
Tell me the... I'm ready to go. Tell me the tale. What's the last one?
It's about a wee boy who is active around the castle. And when he was alive, they reckon he just spent his time playing on the staircase.
So the staircase we came up?
Staircase we came up,
When you
yes.
have to go back down again to get out.
Do you know what? The 2 of you... What happens is that Gary tells the story and I go, oh, that sounds nice. And you come in and go, and that's where you need to leave, Susan. the meter is going off in here.
This is the most active room in the castle
So
in our
this
tours.
is where a lot of the...
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm not really a qualified user. It probably just means I've got a text.
Gary, Lynn, it's been an absolute pleasure to spend time here. What I'm going to do now, though, is leave. Down that staircase, Lynn, which you've so nicely told me has an active spirit.
If you see the wee boy, say hello from me.
Okay, I will do, Lynn. I'll give him your regards. I'll leave this at the front door for you. If you wouldn't mind, I'm just gonna, casually, so that... Look at you! Lynn I just went... Oh, you're so funny. Okay, everyone, I'm now tiptoeing, for some unknown reason, down the stairs.
I don't know if you've ever managed to run down 5 flights of stairs in less than 10 seconds with your eyes shut. But I have. Helen and I are on a grand day out, going at our own pace around the Scottish glens.
Meow. This is the kind of road Top Gear would drive on. Yeah? Well, this is Top Gear for a different generation. Tiny lady in a camper van.
And this tiny lady is headed northwest to Achnacarry, the seat of the chief of Clan Cameron, where I'm told there's a beautiful castle to discover. They must be expecting me. They've released the hounds.
Hi, honey bun.
Well, hound.
Let me just watch yourself. Watch yourself. Thank you very much. What a lovely welcome, shall we? You coming with me?
The hamlet of Achnacarry has been home to the Clan Cameron for centuries, and the castle, first built in 1655, has had a few incarnations along the way. It's not open to the public, so this is a very special treat indeed.
Hi. I'm wandering around your room. How are you?
I'm very well.
And it's home to Donald Angus Cameron, the 27th chief of the clan. And while there's centuries of Highland history, I've been told Castle Achnacarry also has an important connection to the Second World War.
I know that this place has an association with the military, but I'm not totally sure of what it is.
Well, the house was requisitioned in about 1942, and after that they had 25,000 commandos trained here from all over the world. American Rangers, British, Dutch, you name it, they all came here.
That's an extraordinary number. But when you say it was requisitioned, did someone just come up and knock on the door one day?
I guess that's right. I mean,
really?
The terrain here was perfect for arduous training with the lochs. In all Scotland was a sort of restricted area anyway. So from a security point of view and from a terrain point of view, it was perfect.
Referred to as the Commando Basic Training Centre, it was anything but. Held in the highest regard by the Allied forces, it set the gold standard in elite training and, combined with the harsh conditions, Achnacarry was legendary.
When they were fighting in Europe after D-Day, they were having a really tough time in some town, and a soldier was heard turning around to his officer and saying, "Good Lord, this is nearly as bad as it was at Achnacarry."
Brilliant.
It's said the drills here formed a basis for future elite forces training.
Thank you so much.
Not at all.
I'll head off. Thank you.
Bye.
I've got time for a wander in the grounds where they trained. And I'm not alone.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm Susan.
I'm Paul.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
Nice to meet you.
What is it that you do round here?
Well, I'm a member of the Commando D Living History Group, and we started to revive some of the original World War II training disciplines and keep them alive today.
Is this where the training would have happened?
Yes, this is part of the Achnacarry estate, and all of this and more was used for commando training during World War II.
I can see things sticking out of the tree. Is that part of the course?
That's right, yep. This one right here, we've got some of the big iron nails still sticking out there. And the tree's grown out somewhat since 1940s, but originally you'd been able to get a hand or a boot on those and make your way up the tree, and there would have been another way to get to another tree up the top somewhere.
And what they learned here is still what's used by some of the special forces around the world.
Absolutely. The foundations of the training here and the disciplines were groundbreaking at the time.
The training gave commandos multiple skills, from covert operations to explosives and close combat.
The Army Commandos, the Royal Marine Commandos, the SAS, all have their origins right here in Achnacarry.
It's astonishing. I notice a rucksack there.
This is a modern rucksack, but it's filled with approximate weight. They would usually carry about 30 pounds.
OK, can you show me a few drills?
I can show you how to get the rucksack on first.
That's great. Perfect.
One step at a time.
Show me the kind of marching, the drills that they would do.
Well, you'd be expected to build up to 10-minute mile pace.
My concern is always the length of my legs. I was out with a friend the other day who was walking fast and I had to jog to keep up.
Sure.
So, shall we have a demonstration of the kind of pace you're talking about?
Yes.
So shall I go...
Yep.
I'll go slightly behind you so I can check you out. I don't mean that in a bad way, Paul. I just mean check out the speed. Right, OK?
Prepare to march. Quick. March. Left, right, left.
Well, I can manage this. Might be different with that 30-pound backpack, though.
Left, right, left, right, left. First double, march.
It is much more difficult with the rucksack on my back. I'll catch you in a bit, OK? I'm coming, Paul. I'm coming.
It's at times like this I really miss Helen. Oh, Helen, I'll never complain about you again. My last stop is back in the beautiful Glencoe, where I hear there's a gentle activity I can join in, and all I need to do is stand still.
One of the things I've noticed as I've travelled around the whole country is how many people are paddleboarding. Honestly, it's a craze like the Rubik's Cube. Ask your mums and dads or your grandparents, whichever is applicable. And I quite fancy it. Because I've tried loads of different sports in the water, but never this. And I've found the perfect place. It is so beautiful. If I'm going to try and possibly fail, there is no better place to do it.
My lesson begins on dry land on the banks of Loch.
Hiya.
Hello.
I'm Susan.
Nice to meet you, Susan.
I'm here for a paddleboarding lesson.
Yeah.
Harris Booth is a paddleboarding expert. You can tell by his hat. And he's agreed to give me a private lesson.
So you balance on it and paddle with the big paddles. Is that right? She said, already an expert. You paddle with the big paddles. Do you do either side? Show me what it is we do.
So
look at this. Already an expert.
The paddle stroke that we'll be doing the majority of the time is the one to help us go in a straight line. And
always good.
Exactly.
But before I take to the water, I'm rather taken by my gorgeous surroundings.
And this is really stunning here. What are these little islands that are out there?
So the one over to the right is the island of discussion, and that's the one which the clans used. If there was any disagreements between them, they would send 2 people off to there and not let them off until they'd settled it. Kind of the Jeremy Kyle of Ballachulish.
I could do with that at Christmas time. So are we going to try and head out to there?
Yes, we will.
The only argument I'm anticipating today is one with my wetsuit. I'm off to change.
Right, let's be ready to go. Excuse me. Yeah. Hashtag let's go paddleboarding. OK?
Yeah, so if you want to grab your paddle.
Got it.
Place your palm over the top, and I think that's pretty perfect height for you there then.
Oh, is that perfect?
Yeah, that's perfect for you there.
Oh,
so
enormous is the perfect size.
Yes,
great.
Exactly.
What's that phrase? Only fools rush in?
Just give me a second, Harris. Oh, there we are. That's the bracing Scottish water, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Safety leash on, I'm ready to push off.
That's me on it.
There you go, how's that?
Yeah.
It's all right?
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fine. Nice and relaxing already.
Yeah.
And after paddling about, it's time to do something I should know all about. Stand up.
Standing up on a paddleboard is kind of like riding a bike. You're going to find it a lot easier when you've got a bit of speed and a bit of momentum going forward. That's it. Try and look straight ahead.
Right.
That's it. Perfect. Well done.
I think the word you're looking for is grace.
There you go. Honestly, you've got it now. So we're going to head for the middle of the island there.
OK.
As we get out here, this is where the perspective of Glencoe comes in.
Wow. You told me I only had to concentrate on the paddling, and it's difficult because it's so beautiful. It's amazing.
When the wind drops like this, and it's pretty, there's hardly any waves, that's what you're wanting.
This is perfect paddleboarding.
Exactly. Picture perfect paddleboarding.
And talking of picture perfect,
There's a couple seals over there.
Where?
As we go through here, you'll be able to see the seals off to your left there, perched on the edge of the island.
So all around us, we're keeping our distance. But there's some seals swimming just there. There's some right over there, and there's some in the water. What's amazing about this is the ability to just see them over there. It's just so exciting to be able to do this. Harris looking like an absolute legend, standing up looking at the seals. Susan sitting down, not feeling quite as confident as Harris, but still enjoying it. It is absolutely stunning. And what an incredible way to see Glencoe. It is just incredible.
And there's no stopping me now.
How's that?
Yeah.
You're speedy. You're speedy when you get going.
I know. I know. Give me a run at something, Harris, and I'm like light now.
You enjoy it?
I'm loving it. Once you get on it, it's all right.
Well, I've been to Glencoe before, but I've never seen it like this.
One more item checked off the bucket list, and it's been brilliant.
Next time, my four-wheeled friend and I are romping round the Peak District.
I'm on my holidays. I
venture underground.
That's spectacular.
Travel through the terrain on two wheels.
Pew, pew! A Robocop!
Ride river rapids. And soar to heady heights.
Oh, blimey.